A fire inside this earthen dome turns mud into stone. The technique is ancient, relying on sustained heat to forge a permanent shelter from raw dirt. The build begins by carving directly into the hillside, using the earth itself as a foundation. By sinking the structure below grade, the surrounding soil provides natural insulation against extreme temperature shifts. Every swing of the pickaxe reclaims space for an integrated living area. Fresh bamboo offers incredible flexibility and tensile strength, making it ideal for structural framing. The raw green stalks can bend under significant tension without snapping, forming natural arches that will dictate the shape of the shelter. After measuring the exact depth of the trench, the craftsman installs a primary lattice to anchor the entrance. This wooden skeleton serves as the critical load-bearing core. A structural failure here guarantees a collapse later under the crushing weight of heavy, wet clay. By packing dense mud heavily around the base of these initial poles, he locks the foundation firmly into the hillside. The moisture in the subsoil acts as an immediate binding agent, adhering tightly to the fibrous exterior of the wood. With the threshold permanently secured, intersecting bamboo arches are driven deep into the excavated floor. These curved, semicircular profiles distribute compressive forces evenly downward into the earth, ensuring the final roof will remain entirely self-supporting once the wood eventually decays. Thicker, mature bamboo sections are cut to reinforce the primary ribs of the dome. These rigid spars prevent lateral shifting during the heavy plastering phase. Once the lattice is fully assembled, the geometric strength of the ribbed vault is ready to bear the earth. The transformation from a fragile lattice to a solid mass requires a massive volume of wet subsoil. Using a wooden post to tamp the earth eliminates internal air pockets, which would otherwise cause the shell to crack and compromise its structural integrity as it dries. Layer by layer, the thick clay mixture is pressed firmly into the bamboo webbing. This heavy encasement blocks wind and creates a high thermal mass, absorbing heat during the day and radiating it slowly at night. The builder meticulously seals the perimeter, blending the man-made dome seamlessly into the natural grade of the hillside. The wet structure is vulnerable right now. It must cure. Lighting a controlled fire inside the damp interior initiates a critical chemical change. The intense heat bakes the raw clay from the inside out, essentially turning the entire shelter into a giant rudimentary ceramic vessel. As the moisture is forcefully evaporated and driven out as thick white smoke, the soil particles bind together into a permanent hardened matrix. The dirt becomes stone. This firing process dramatically increases the dome's water resistance and overall compressive strength. Inside, the dense smoke also serves a secondary purpose, fumigating the timber frame and sealing the porous earth against rot. With the walls fully baked and the aggressive smoke cleared, the space transitions from a rugged construction site to a viable, protected refuge. The high thermal mass of the newly forged ceramic shell now traps the ambient heat of the dying embers. It keeps the internal temperature remarkably consistent, creating a comfortable microclimate despite the cooling damp forest outside. Cooking directly over dense hardwood coals provides a steady, radiant heat. This sears the meat evenly without the unpredictable flare-ups of a raw, open flame. The residual ash and smoke impart a subtle, complex flavor that modern appliances cannot replicate. After days of heavy physical labor, carving earth and hauling timber, this dense caloric intake is vital to sustain energy and recover. The result is a structure born entirely from its immediate surroundings. It stands as a quiet testament to the enduring principles of friction, heat, and gravity. What began as a simple excavation has been transformed into a hardened, weather-tight shelter that actively regulates its own environment. In the end, raw earth and simple physics provide exactly what is needed: a place that protects, warms, and sustains.